Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Episode 24 of Two Dads Drink.
It's a throwback.
Is there any good number 24s out there in the world?
Ken Griffey Jr.
God, that was so long ago. Does that count?
That counts.
Okay.
Come on, it's a throwback. Look at the screen. You can actually see all of us.
Yes, we are recording on Zoom because of the fact of what we're going to do tonight. So, which we'll get into that in a little bit, but we're going to share our screen.
Can you guys tell the difference? Can you? I can.
I definitely can. The quality of camera is not as good, but we're still using our good microphone, right?
I have to tell you, you know what makes me laugh?
What's that?
I'm looking at myself in the screen. Yeah, I see you. If you look at my beard, remember when I had the handle mustache?
Yeah.
The gray hairs in my chin make it look like I have no hair. So it kind of looks like I have the handlebar again.
Nah, not quite. Not quite.
Out of the way here.
Who's our unofficial sponsor, Sean?
Tom Way, where are you? We brought your bottle with us, Jameson. And we're not you, Tom. This is the little bottle.
Which, by the way, this was supposed to be Sean's week.
Oh, here we go.
And he forgot. So luckily, I had a couple bottles.
A drawer. A couple.
A couple we haven't tried yet. Jameson.
Cheers. Ooh. Sound like it.
It's not the initial drink. It's like the after effect.
There's something. I'm okay with most whiskeys and things like that. Oh, geez.
Yeah. Jameson. All right.
I don't got nothing on that one.
All right, let's get into the news real quick, Sean. Your quarterback, Mr. Ben Rottenbooger, had a perfect performance.
You say that because you hate it.
He had a perfect performance in preseason.
8 of 10, 137 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Is it preseason or
it was Detroit Lions?
Does it actually matter?
It was Detroit Lions.
I think the bigger storyline that came out of the Steelers game was that fight that happened in the audience.
Oh, yeah.
Keep it classy, Pittsburgh. Keep it classy. Yeah.
Did you love how the woman started the fight?
No,
and then the husband got decked in
the woman smacked the shit out of the dude, right? She's like, wham, just smacked him. And then the dude's like trying not to hit the woman, and like her dude like comes up, and then the dude just throws haymakers, and I'm pretty sure her man got knocked out cold.
Oh, he looked like it
for a solid 5 seconds.
Oh yeah, he saw it for a few, and then he got up pissed off. You should remember at the end of it, he gets up, he's all mad.
Like what possibly could have happened in a preseason game
between 2 Steeler fans?
Yeah, they're both Steelers fans. It wasn't a Lions fan. It was a Steelers fan. Like, what the? Like, I don't understand.
Preseason football, they were drinking.
And this is exactly why I'm keeping my children away from pro sporting events for a little while.
Yeah, man,
right?
no,
like,
I get it.
Olivia's starting to get to the point where she would be able to, like, understand that people are idiots, but, like...
Grayson had taken the Penguin games.
Well, that's a little different.
That's more of a personal thing. I'm a hockey. Anybody doesn't know this, hockey's my sport. It's a
baseball's kind of lame. There's no fights that can happen.
Football is. I agree with you. Football is not like maybe college football pit games. I would maybe take my kids to.
That's a little bit lighter.
But the Steelers football games, there's no chance I would be touching that unless preseason. And I was in the upper deck where there's nobody.
I'm pretty sure that was in the upper deck.
No, that was in the middle levels.
No, I can't. But anyways, congratulations, Ben Roethlisberger. You can still throw the football.
Yeah, he threw some.
And what? Both tight ends were, or both touchdowns were to the tight end, right?
Yeah, rookie tight end, Pat Fryermuth, Gronk Jr.
So
or baby, what do they call him? Baby Gronk.
Was what's the starter?
Ebron. He dropped him twice. He dropped 2. I'm
saying, was Ebron playing? Or
yeah, he dropped 2. He dropped the ball. He was the first one getting the passes. He dropped them. So they replaced him with Fryermuth, who caught everything thrown his way. And you didn't see the highlights. Dude, the 2 touchdown catches he made were awesome. He may have the best hands on the team. And that's the team that has Juju, Deontay.
Well, none of the receivers really are known for hands. They all
Juju
had the
is.
drops
Juju has
last
good
year.
hands. Juju has good hands.
They were all dropping everything last year.
Not Juju. Once again, Juju, as much as I'm not a super supporter, his hands are pretty steady on that team. Deontay's not.
Yeah, Deontay's got trash hands.
Claypool is a playmaker. He's not necessarily known for his.
Claypool kind of reminds me of like a TOS. Like he gets the ball in his hands, he's pretty dangerous, but like you got to get the ball in his hands first. You know?
And that's what I see with Claypool.
Yeah.
Is he's the playmaker. Going back in the day, he's the new Plexico Burris.
Well, switching to my team.
We're gonna laugh here because this one's amusing.
3 Dallas Cowboy players, and one including CeeDee Lamb,
Don't say it. It's the vid.
have tested positive for the vid.
Yep, COVID doesn't like when you say the whole word. They don't like. YouTube doesn't like it.
Which, doing my math, and I'm not very good at math. Our game is Thursday nights on September 8th. We are on August 23rd. Is it 10 days or is it 14 days, Sean?
It was 10 days at one point. I don't know if it's changed.
So 10 days puts us to September 3rd. So we're good.
You hope.
14 days is really
That means
pushing it.
that means they have to have no symptoms and they have to pass the test.
And we pretty much have no practices for
And the NFL is going to force them to take the vaccine.
and no final preseason game, I assume, and no practices. So that's
Oh,
great.
yeah,
We got to face the defending Super Bowl champions with Tom Brady with barely any practices.
So do we want to put a bet of how many points they put up against your team with no actual practices?
I don't know. I mean, they're practicing over Zoom right now. So
Yeah, but the Buccaneers are actually practicing in person.
yeah, I'm not too happy about this, Sean. On a positive note, Cooper Rush proved he's the best quarterback outside Dak Prescott on the roster. Throwing 2 dimes, 2 touchdowns.
He'll get cut.
Danucci threw 3 interceptions. 3 drives in a row, 3 interceptions.
He'll be your backup.
Ben DiNucci is trash. He's hot garbage,
Welcome to the real estate world, Ben.
lit on fire. Hot garbage lit on fire. That's Ben DiNucci.
Ex-garbage athletes usually do pretty good in the real estate world.
Yeah.
You can say it. I'm the only Dallas Cowboy realtor in Pittsburgh area.
We got Antonio Brown's brother.
Is he still around?
He's still around. We got the World Series realtor,
Jordan.
So yeah, I mean, washed up former athletes usually do pretty well in our business. So
There's some more of them too. I don't know if you know that. There's like 2 more at least.
I'm sure there is. There's probably quite a few more, and if not, there will be in the near future. Right?
There's a football player who just did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who's that?
I forget who it is. I've seen it though. People posting about it.
Mm.
It wasn't like a big thing, so
To all their own, right?
pretty much.
The top 100 list came out again, as it does every year. And I'm going to quickly read over the top 10 list.
Before we get into this, do we think NFL writers actually know what they're doing?
Well, this isn't the writers. This is the players and coaches and owners that vote on this list, okay?
Okay.
So number 1, Pat Mahomes.
Yep.
Number 2, Aaron Donald.
You could have went back and forth on that one. That may not have been okay.
Number 3, Aaron Rodgers.
He won the MVP last year. What are you gonna do?
Number 4, Tom Brady.
He's the GOAT.
Number 5, Travis Kelce.
Probably the best tight end we've seen in generations.
Number 6, your boy TJ Watt.
Love him.
Number 7, Devontae Adams.
Best receiver in the league, maybe second, but one of the top 2.
Number 8, Russ Wilson.
Which Russ Wilson are we talking about? The first half of the season or second half of the season?
Number 9, Myles Garrett.
Is he threatening to hit somebody over the head with a helmet?
And number 10, Josh Allen.
Pretty good season last year. He led the Bills to, how great they were.
Listen, I mean, I guess this is based on last year, right?
That has to be.
It doesn't have to be. It could be the best players going into this season.
There's no way you're putting Josh Allen there based off of.
But if this is based on last year, I don't know how Russ Wilson's number 8, because the dude had half a season.
Yeah.
And then played like trash
I don't know if he played trash.
Oh, he was bad. Trust me, as a man who bet a lot of money on Russ Wilson through weeks, 10 through 17.
The catch with their team is the beginning of the season, they threw the ball like every down. The second half of the season, they realized, oh, we may need to run a little bit. And they have no running backs. All the running backs were injured.
Wow, I understand the hype over Josh Allen. I think he's way high on this list here.
There's guys I would put in there before him. That's the only reason I would drop him. Like you actually just went past two of them right off the bat. Derrick Henry and Tyreek Hill right off the bat. I actually would probably put Diggs before him because I think Diggs is the reason why he had such a great season.
Henry's ranked 11, Diggs 12, Hill 13. I think the person who got snubbed the most on this list is probably Khalil Mack at number 20.
I actually like 19.
I would take Khalil Mack over Myles Garrett any day of the week.
Yep. Actually, did you hear the report that came out yesterday or today? Over the offseason, the Bears tried to trade for Khalil, or not the Bears, the Raiders tried to bring Khalil Mack back.
Makes no sense.
Doesn't. Not at all.
Zero
but that would be the Raiders, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, nothing the Raiders really ever does make any sense. So
they're not on top of their game anymore.
It saddens me that there's no Dallas Cowboy in the top 10. I feel like that'll change next year. There will be one, potentially three in the top 10.
Well, here's the issue you have that came out this week is possibly season-long go time with shoulder injuries for Dak.
You know what? But Adam Schefter, whatever the hell his name is, Shefty. His job is to create headlines.
And he does a good job at it.
And he did a very unique wording on his assessment of Dak and what he's hearing about Dak. Everything that I'm hearing from the beat writers, everything I'm hearing from the coaches.
He has direct contacts.
He's going to be 100% in week one. Okay.
He got the calls.
And Dak even said when he hurt his shoulder, which is not even his shoulder, it's like the muscle in his armpit. Okay.
How do you put up with me?
I don't know, because
Shefty's calling you.
I was gonna give you more shit for not bringing whiskey this week, and you told me not to because your ear hurt. So now you're giving me shit. Anyways, it's his muscle underneath in his armpit, and he even said back when he did it that like if this was during the season, he would not have missed the game.
Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean he's gonna be 100%.
I think he is. I think he's already 100%. And I saw him throwing in Hard Knocks episode 2. He was throwing and he had no pain and he was fine. So I'm fully confident that we have 100% Dak Prescott week 1.
Make it Cooper Rush.
I'm okay with that.
I know you are. You've been waiting for that forever.
I don't think it'll happen because I think Garrett is the backup. Garrett Gilbert.
There you go. Garrett Gilbert.
I think Rush will be our number 3, but
that's one hell of a name. Garrett Gilbert.
Double G. GG. But yeah, so that's where we're at. What are we doing today, Sean?
You already told people.
We're going to do a mock draft. We are using an app that you know about, which is called Sleeper.
Sleeper. Look it up. It's an app. It's on the internet. Sleeper Fantasy Football Draft. I actually noticed that they do basketball too.
So Sean and I are going to pick back-to-back in a 12-team half PPR because that's what we do in our league, half PPR.
No, we do full PPR.
I thought we did half PPR.
No, we're full.
Okay, well then I should change that real quick.
We're gonna have to start all this.
We're gonna change it to a full PPR. It should be pretty easy. Draft settings. There it is. PPR. Okay, we're doing a snake draft, which is what we do. The only difference between our league and this league would be is we have keepers in our league.
Yep, and we're not going to do that because that would make it really. We have our fantasy draft later this week. It would make it very hard to not show your cards a little bit.
And then after this, you're going to upload our draft results to another website to get.
Yeah, they're another YouTube show. I don't want to necessarily say that.
Say it.
Okay. So they're one of my favorites. Guys out there, the fantasy footballers, hashtag Foot Clan. Yeah, that's what it is. Hashtag Foot Clan. I do have your app. and I am going to use your draft analyzer to give us grades on our draft, and we'll let you know who gives us the best grade.
So we export this and then we upload it. And then we upload it. Okay.
Yep.
So we're going to go through this, and then I guess we can pause our recording, upload it, go over results, start recording again, and then do Kids Corner?
Yeah, sure.
All right. We're figuring this out on the fly, guys. So I'm going to smoke him right now in a fantasy football draft. So
That happens so often.
Yep.
Not really.
Hey, how many championships did you win?
Since I took over, none. How many did you win when I was in your league?
How many have you won since we started your league?
Oh, once again, 0.
0. How many have I won?
1.
There we go. Starting draft. Kamara goes number 1. Cook, McCaffrey, Henry.
All running backs, running back heavy.
I got your boy Saquon Barkley.
Got Chubb sitting there.
Chubb, Taylor.
Your boy's down there a little bit.
Zeke Elliott, Tyreek Hill. Can I trade? Can I trade out of the 5th?
I don't think that's an option. Huh?
All right. Well, I've seen what kind of conditions Zeke Elliott showed up in. Even though I'm going to get dinged, I'm going to get dinged on my rankings here. I'll make it up in later rounds. I'm going to take Zeke Elliott. Go ahead, Sean. What do you got?
Just because I'm worried about the injury, I'm going to go with Nick Chubb.
Oh, you're not going to draft your boy Saquon.
Actually, I'm looking at Taylor a little bit.
Your boy Tyreek's there too.
Yeah, I don't want a receiver. Receivers are I can get gets guys at the end. You know what? I'm going with Taylor actually.
Okay. So Taylor, Barkley, Hill, Chubb,
Kelsey, Adams, Mahomes went at the end of the round.
Diggs, Harris, Mixon, Jones, Metcalf, and back to you, Sean.
Back around to me. And you know how I love to do things. I'm a running back heavy guy, so I'm going Antonio Gibson. Because he will not make his way back around to me.
I mean, I'm not – the value is looking like receiver. J.K. Dobbins, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Josh Jacobs.
A.J. Brown.
Miles Sanders. I'm not loving any of these running backs, honestly. I would lean towards Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but I'm gonna go smart here, and I'm gonna go with a little Justin Jeffries action.
Jefferson, you mean? Not Jeffries.
Whatever. Jefferson. Jeffries.
At the end of the round there, Ridley, all those receivers started going.
Kittle, Ridley, Hopkins are all gone. Hobbs. Ooh,
Yeah,
Josh Allen, the first quarterback off the board.
Yeah, that was sneaky. We didn't catch this. Round 2 for Team 10 took Najee Harris with Kelsey.
I would have been tempted with Najee Harris at my pick.
I was going to say, your pick, my pick, that would have been my site. That would have been what I've been looking at.
I mean, we're in the 3rd round. Did Mahomes get picked?
Yeah, he was the end of the 1st round.
Oh, I can't see him over here. He's out of my screen.
Yeah, he's on. If you see my.
I was wondering why Josh Allen. I thought Josh Allen was the first quarterback that went off the board. So, all right. I went receiver. I definitely need a sneaker running back here.
We got 2 of them sitting there, Swift and Jacobs. Then you're dropping a little bit down to Sanders,
Something
Carson,
about a
Montgomery.
Detroit running back scares the hell out of me.
What, the fact that they haven't had 1,000-yard or 1,000-yard rushing season and since Barry Sanders?
And Josh Jacobs has some competition this year.
Yeah, he got Kenyon Drake.
I'm going to go Miles Sanders.
Oh.
I hate Eagles players.
Pairing the Eagles and the Cowboys in your backfield. Huh. I love Terry McLaurin, but I can't put 2 Redskins on my field, 2 offensive Redskins.
I mean, you could.
I could. I'm not going to, is the best way to say this. All right. I was high on him last year. I'm still high on him, and I'm probably stretching here, but I'm going Kyler Murray.
Okay.
Wait, I'm stretching just because I don't think he'll make it back around.
So can I scroll down here? Oh, I scrolled too far.
What did you do?
There we go.
Oh, man.
You're back on the board, King of Kings.
I am, and there's a great guy for the 4th round for me, David Montgomery of Chicago.
Okay, I dig. Man,
Not leaving you with any running backs.
Yeesh. Man, I don't need a running back.
I got 4 running backs. You wouldn't need to think about Kyler Murray.
I'm going to guess CeeDee Lamb is ranked over Amari Cooper. Is that? Yeah, CeeDee Lamb went right here.
There you go.
I probably shouldn't have too many Cowboys on my team, but I hate Cooper Cup. I hate Julio's quarterback. I hate Cooper Cup.
You don't like Tannehill?
No, I'm not a fan of
Jeez.
Tannehill. I love Robert Woods, but who's the quarterback and sneak here in the 4th round? 4th round? 5th round?
4th round. Hey, you got Dak there. Got Russ. Got MVP Rodgers.
There's no value there. Projected pick 4th round and 44th overall. That's like right where I'm at here. So I'm not loving the value there.
Travis Etienne. Go with Myles Gaskins.
There's your boy Mike Davis.
I see him there. Catches, I need some running backs now. Or some wide receivers finally. Maybe a tight end.
Yeah. Am I running out of time? I'm probably running out of time.
You are. I can't see it. It won't show me your side. Yeah, you have 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Your time's up.
I just got auto picked.
Julio Jones.
Okay. That stopped me from picking Amari Cooper, so I'm okay with that.
GM of the century here, guys.
Hey, I'm the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Did they just skip you again? They cut you out. They
What?
You out.
What is going on right now?
They skipped you out.
What is going on?
Auto,
right
look
now?
at your dials number 7 at the top. You're on auto. Click.
I don't want to be auto. How do I get
Pick
off
yourself.
of auto?
I don't know.
How do I get off of auto?
Pick your picks. Auto pick. Click over here.
Oh, Jesus criminy. I mean, I do like Robert Woods.
Oh
Oh, my God. There's drama in this draft. I want to redraft.
Because you don't know how to pick your picks.
I was torn. I was so torn with that last pick. It really was. I told you I went longer than 2 minutes. You wouldn't listen to me.
I can't.
It doesn't help that I don't see a counter anywhere on it. Oh, it's right here.
It's literally right on your pick.
I was looking like down here, and there's no counter whatsoever. By the way, your wife wanted us to start doing shots at the 30-minute mark. We're getting pretty close to that 30-minute mark.
Why won't it let me pick DJ Moore?
I don't know.
There he goes. All right.
But I almost am wondering if I want to go through the pain of a third shot of
Jameson.
Jameson. Dak Prescott just went off the board.
Juju went off right before me. Who's out here on tight end?
Nah.
Odell. Jeez.
Remember when he was a top 10 pick? You know what I mean?
I still got a minute and a half left. Devontae. DJ.
Your boy Davis is still sitting there.
Yeah. Problem is I need receivers. At this point in the draft, it can't hurt me to take a shot at them.
Odell Beckham.
Not the hugest supporter, but it can't hurt me to take that shot there.
I'm going to go with Mike Davis.
Oh, finally.
I don't know. I mean, is he truly the number one there?
Yeah, there's nobody else on that damn roster.
Nobody else on that damn roster.
And they just brought in the Tennessee's offensive coordinator, who obviously loves to run the ball.
I mean, I do need a quarterback.
You're running out of time, Hoover. You better figure it out.
I have a minute and 40%. There's still a lot of good quarterbacks.
There's some decent quarterbacks to take shots on.
I honestly wouldn't be too bad with going like a Jalen Hurts there. I mean, I think
You're starting the Eagle roster.
he's going to do a lot of running this year.
Tells you how bad you're going to be.
I mean, it is what it is, right? Trade sound. Dallas Goddard.
Gotta get your Eagles, man.
I mean, I'm not loving any of these guys. I'll just take a kicker.
1 minute remaining on the clock.
Oh,
1 minute.
Stop it.
I thought you needed help.
No, now that I know where the clock is, I need help.
David Johnson, he's going to be number 1.
I guess I'm going to go with the GOAT, Tom Brady. Go with the GOAT. In round 7, you can't be mad at that, right?
No, I think it's a good pick. This round, I'm going to go with, Jerry Jeudy. So many receivers, just so many. Come on, after a Jarvis Landry, Robbie Anderson. Jeez, so many receivers. Go in there.
You're supposed to be talking about what you want to do. You just went ahead and selected Zach Moss.
I did go ahead and select Zach Moss for a football team that likes to run.
This Michael Carter looked pretty good.
My only concern is it's New York, and is he going to start?
Yeah, I mean, in preseason, he's looked pretty good, though.
I like him. Don't get me wrong. I like him.
Your boy James Conner sitting there.
Oh, he's backup. That's why. What's his name? Chase something there?
I mean, in this realm, I actually really like the fact that Damian Harris is sitting here.
A starter. Him and David Johnson both.
I'll take that Damian Harris action. Why is that? Makes no sense to me that Kenyon Drake is ranked higher than Damian Harris.
Then take Kenyon Drake.
It just
your
doesn't
roster.
make it. And this is why, like, my rankings.
Look right after you, Michael Carter went literally your next pick.
My rankings are never going to look as great as.
Well, that's why I wanted to use the Fantasy Footballers Analyzer, because they don't base it off that all the time, off what things say.
Yeah, I'm going to keep waiting on tight end because there's still a lot of tight ends I like on the board. I feel like the tight ends is like you get those first 3,
and then it's just
otherwise you just wait.
You wait.
You wait.
You see who falls to you and feels right.
Ooh, Michael Gallup still sitting.
Devontae Parker way down there. Marvin Jones.
I did like what I saw out of Marvin Jones.
I did too.
I wonder if it's going to look that good though when what's his nuts is back.
Nelson Aguilar projected pick round 10, pick over 116. They have him ranked at 163.
Michael Pittman.
You're not going to take Hollywood. Hollywood.
No, I'm not going to take Hollywood. I'm actually going to go with Curtis Samuel probably.
Nice pick.
You know, that Ryan Fitzmagic looks to sling the ball around a little bit. You know what I mean?
That NFC powerhouse down there.
That NFC least powerhouse. It's getting tough, folks. It is not clear cut like it is the first couple rounds.
So I think that means, all right. Sorry, I should be talking out loud But I'm getting into when I stretch down here, it's starting to tell me my next picks should be kickers and defense. And I'm not at that point. I don't know about you, but I'm a bottom like few rounds kicker defense kind of guy.
How many rounds are we going?
I don't know. You set up the amount of players.
I just went with whatever was standard. Looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 15 rounds.
All right. So anybody who knows me, I draft heavy on running backs because they get injured, things happen. So I am sticking with another starting running back here in the 9th round, and that is David Johnson.
With that Houston offense that you love so much.
It's a running back. He starts. He's going to get the ball.
Yeah.
Dang, he didn't make his way around. I was hoping for Tyler Higbee in this round. That was my hopes. There goes my dreams.
Sorry, buddy.
It happens. Let's see. What we got here. Tight end world. Wow, things change. Did you notice down at the almost at the bottom of the tight end list is Austin Hooper? Remember when he was that big deal?
He's a beast.
And actually, the guy I love, Pat Fryermuth, falls behind Tim Tebow. Oh, man. What we got here?
Free agent Tim Tebow.
So I am, just because I do really like this pick, I'm going to go this route and go with Marvin Jones in Jacksonville.
I dig it. I'm going to handcuff right now. I'm a big handcuff guy.
Of course, it's a cowboy.
I could see a world where
You're a big handcuff guy.
I'm a big handcuff guy. I could see a world where Pollard and Zeke are both playable. Let's see how many picks we got left. We got I got 4 more after this one.
Okay. So you had 15 picks. So
yeah. So I'm gonna pick 11 right now. Jeez Louise.
So easy once you get to these late round sleepers. Thanks, sleepers.com or sleeper app, I guess.
I should probably pick it back up. I do have a 45-year-old quarterback.
You want to go with the 39-year-old? Big Ben?
So I don't want to go with any of these fucking bums. Lord have mercy.
Cool. So hold on. Cam Newton, and then the follow-up pick is Mac Jones.
Yeah. Lord have mercy. What
You could take a chance on Deshaun Watson playing.
I'd rather take a chance on Trey Lance. Jesus. I don't even know if he's going to be starting. Wow.
I'm singing Christmas songs now because you got 38 seconds.
Yeah.
Click, tick.
Tick, 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 tick.
He's thinking, guys. You can't see it on the screen.
Oh, I'm thinking hard right now.
He's thinking. We should put a bubble over his head when the light bulb goes on because he's at like 20 seconds now. Did you notice the guy before you who took the Q kicker?
Yep. Who's a good kicker? I'm so glad I didn't wait much longer for quarterbacks because it is thin at quarterback right now.
Let's see who's there.
Baker, Justin Fields, who we don't even know is going to start or not. Deshaun Watson, who we don't even know is going to be in the NFL or not.
Trey Lance,
who we don't know if he's going to start or not.
Could go Zach Wilson. He is going to start. The problem with tight end, I want to go with tight end right now. The problem is nothing there excites me enough to pick it at this point.
Oh, I like a couple tight ends.
Yes, I just don't think I have to pick them at this point. That's the problem.
Do 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 do. Do. That's the Jeopardy theme song. Where's Aaron Rodgers at when you need him?
Oh, man. Why did I do me like this?
Who's doing you like what?
Go on Hunter Henry. I don't want to, but I am.
Okay. I mean, I just don't think there's going to be a whole lot of passing balls there if Cam Newton's going to be a starter.
Once again, these older quarterbacks, I don't think they're lasting the whole season with their guys.
Yeah, probably not. Once the rookie gets in there, that'll probably be a real good pick for you.
Yeah, now we're going to go backup quarterback.
Yeah. I'm glad you left me with my backup quarterback.
Trey Lance.
Matt
Ryan.
He's a fantasy god in the 12th round. Matt Ryan is nothing but a fantasy god. That dude just puts up fantasy points. I'm going to have trouble picking who the fuck to start. So I guess I should go tight end, kicker, defense.
Or should you?
And man, I really, really wanted to draft my boy, which, by the way, I don't know if he's still on the board here. Oh, he is.
I knew it.
I wanted to draft my boy, Blake Jarwin, but somebody I have every year in fantasy and never does me wrong is still sitting here.
Really?
Evan Ingram. He does so good for me every year. He's solid, especially where I'm getting him. That is value. That is value. I'm taking Ryan, suck up. Why you gotta suck up? Suck up. Greg the leg on the board. He is, but he's on the pup list though. They say he's gonna be back for week 1. Oh, did you take Blake Jarwin? I love it. Yeah. Jarwin will probably have a better year than Ingram. But for the sheer fact that I want to beat you in rankings, if this was a real draft, I probably wouldn't have taken Jarwin over Ingram.
Oh, it's me again.
It's you again, my friend.
You're going to love this one, too. No, you're not. Never mind. I'm not doing that.
You pick the Cowboys defense or Greg the leg?
Greg the leg, who's showing up on top.
Everything I've researched says he will be back by week 1. Not that this really matters.
I will not be picking the Cowboys defense. That is not a thing.
Where are they even ranked at here? Oh, dead last. Woo!
As they should.
No, they've upgraded a lot in the offseason. Wow.
I like, there's one I just like. Oh, geez.
There's a couple good. What? The Bears defense is still sitting there?
That's what I was looking at.
Hello.
And I didn't know how fast you weren't picking them up.
I don't know how that's possible. I mean, I know they didn't have a great year last year, but it's still the Bears defense.
Right.
I guess I have to, like, okay, in a typical...
It don't force you to pick a kicker, but...
I know, but in a typical league, kicker would be my last pick normally.
Same here. So.
Hey, and look who's the number 1 kicker on the board for my last pick. Greg the leg. All right.
So it's my last pick and the last pick for either one of us in this draft. I'm going to go with consistency, Chris Boswell.
Homer. We both went the Homer pick for kicker. Convert to a league or view benefits. What the heck is that?
Oh, they do their own leagues. Like if we didn't want to do on ours, they do their own.
I get it. But there's no way to actually like check our.
It was on the app. I've done it on the app before.
Okay. Well, I think right now
Please ask draft board owner to do this. View benefits.
I'm going to pause our recording real quick. We've finished our analyzation and drum roll. Both got a B plus. Although I didn't draft any Fs and you drafted 2 Fs, so I don't know how that calculates.
Oh, come on.
Into
Let me know your opinions of Justin Fields, who got an F, and Hunter Henry, who got an F. But my backup tight end got an A plus.
My boy.
Yep, Blake
Jarwin.
He got an A plus.
I mean,
which is why I took a backup tight end.
You took Justin Fields before I took Matt Ryan. You're going to tell me Justin Fields, when he's not even a guaranteed starter, has more opportunity than Matt Ryan?
Have you watched this preseason yet?
It doesn't matter. There's a good chance he may not play at all this year.
I doubt that one.
Andy Dalton does not want to give up that starting role.
For week 1. He has bluntly said it. I am week 1 starting quarterback. That's great. You could be week 1 starting quarterback. Justin Fields will see him week 17, week 18 now.
I don't know. Something tells me that Andy, if they're competitive, Andy's going to be the starter.
Oh, he's going to be the starter to start the season.
I think he could finish the season.
He's not going to finish the season.
We'll see.
As soon as they start losing, he's not going to be playing.
I think
too much money rides on Justin Fields for them.
I think your starting quarterback's better. My backup
Kyler Murray,
better. Actually, both our flex is pretty strong.
They said both of us got A pluses on our
Your
flexes.
receivers are probably a little stronger when my running backs are a little deeper than yours. Is what it said.
Yeah, I think that was right on your.
Yeah, they gave me a good ranking for Tony Pollard, which I'm.
However, my starting running backs were higher ranked than yours.
Yeah. So overall, we both got a B plus.
B plus.
So neither one of us have to lose a bet, I guess.
No.
Even though we really didn't make a bet.
Nope. But we both know how to draft.
We do. We both know how to draft, even though one of my picks was drafted for me.
It wasn't a bad pick. Robert Woods isn't a bad. Two of them. One of them was your fault. The second one was.
But I actually would have drafted Robert Woods with that following pick.
Yeah, if you didn't, I probably would have with the next pick.
So. I really like Robert Woods, especially with Matt Stafford throwing the football.
Dude, he's always consistent. Always. I picked him before Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, I don't like Kupp. He's not my style of player.
I would definitely pick Robert Woods before Kupp. So.
Kids corner.
Kids corner.
Kitty-o corner.
Oh, man. All right. So you started last week, so I guess it's on me.
It's on you, buddy.
So we're going future one day because Grayson starts preschool or kindergarten tomorrow. Oh, yeah. This is going to be fun times. So I'm actually rather impressed. And this is on me and my wife for not coaching this enough at the beginning. But this past week, we decided, hey, we're going to teach Grayson one of our phone numbers so he can go tell the teacher if need be, the address to the house, things like that. So if on a rush, he knows these off the bat. He's always known his name. You remember, he used to run around as a kid. I'm Grayson Charles Sabina. I'm Grayson Charles Sabina. Thanks, Grayson. However, now he says, if you ask him his address, I'm on Vilsack Road. Then you ask him the number. I'm not going to say that. But nonetheless,
he nails it.
Nails it.
Okay, that's good.
And he nails my number. If you ask him my phone number, he will nail my phone number.
I mean, your number's pretty easy, Sean.
It is, but that's why we went that road teaching him my number.
I'm just saying, it's pretty easy.
So,
what's that?
I thought I heard rain out there.
No, I don't think so.
Nonetheless. Kid's doing well. He's ready for school. A little nervous, like any kindergartner. First year, learning how to take the bus with new kids. But now he's super excited. Today he was having his basically last day. Tomorrow he has orientation. Today he was grabbing everything around the house. We have Amazon boxes, anything. And this kid wants to be a master inventor. He is literally just grabbing paper rolls, things like that, and just taping them together and creating ships and cars. My favorite moment, though, is I'm sitting in the office with my wife and we're talking. He comes in the office. He has 2 little cardboard boxes, one of those cookie containers stacked up. He looks at me and Sam and says, "Who threw these away?" Sam did. I did. "Don't throw this stuff away. Ask me first. I could use these for my building stuff."
Okay.
We got yelled at because we threw recyclables in the recycle bin. Our son wants to know.
I'm glad that your 5-year-old son is like holding you accountable for what you throw away.
He wants to use it as building material to build stuff.
Yeah, he's recycling.
He is recycling. Well, these are things we put in the recycle bin. He is just recycling them themselves instead of having to go to the recycle center.
Hey, saved you money on toys.
He still wants toys. What are you talking about?
So we know your wife's going to be emotional. Are you going to be emotional
Tomorrow? Well, I'm not going to the orientation. They're only having one parent.
No, I'm saying like first day of school, first time he gets picked up for the bus.
That'll be Wednesday, the first time he gets picked up for
Okay.
the bus. Probably a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably a little bit. I don't know if I'll cry or anything. I doubt I'll cry, but
See,
I'll still be emotional.
we know this, that like I oddly don't get emotional with things like this, right? Like my wife ridicules me because I didn't cry when we got married. I didn't cry when we had kids. I didn't cry with any of that stuff. Nothing to do with my kids have I cried. However, when Rocky Balboa, fictional character, is dying of cancer, I teared up a little bit, you know? I don't know what to tell you. Okay. I'm just not much of a crier. It's just the only time I cry is when I'm like so upset that I just cry. You know, like not upset. Like when I'm mad. Like when I'm mad, you probably see me. I get blotchy and like and tear up and stuff. But anyways, yeah. So that's a little insight into my life. I mean, we're into the full swing of sports right now. Obviously, soccer season started.
So he's crying right now.
Soccer season started back up. You know, wrestling starting, practice is starting again, which you know the full story into the wrestling program. So I take Roman to his first open mat night.
Do you need to do the shot before you have this conversation?
I'm not going to get into full details. However, I had a long and hard discussion with the wrestling program last year when they shut down after months and months of dragging it on and didn't even tell people that it was a possibility of shutting down. And my son wanted to wrestle so badly, I took him to another school to have him wrestle because I knew the coach at another school. And long story short is I was expecting no parents to talk to me. Either they didn't know who I was or some of the parents were still talking to me. Okay, that's cool. And then I did peek into the wrestling room a few times, even though like they try to keep the parents out of the wrestling room. And they had Roman lined up with other kids his size.
Yeah. And
I mean, it was just total domination. The kid is just laying the smack down on these little kids. They're just like they're upset. They don't know why. Like that this kid is just way more skilled at wrestling than he is. Well, let me tell you why. Because you sat out and he didn't, and he not only that, but then when he went and wrestled at a different school, they didn't have a whole lot of small kids, so they had him wrestling like 7, 8, 9-year-olds when he's 6.
Right.
So he was thrown to the wolves essentially in that program, and it made him much better. Yeah. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching that. I'm thinking like I should probably pull the coach aside and like explain to him that like, hey, all last wrestling season Roman was wrestling like 7, 8, 9-year-olds. Even in the matches he was wrestling some 8, 9-year-olds. So you might need to like step him up a notch because he's just going to be laying the smackdown on these kids. It's not fair to the other kids, but it's also not fair to Roman because he's not going to get any better if he's wrestling weak competition. That's just how it is. If you're an athlete, you need to wrestle. You need to play the better competition, right?
Yeah.
So that's already in my head, and I was like, not the first match night, right? I already caused enough drama. I'm going to let it go. And we get in the truck, and I'm asking Roman how his first wrestling practice was. And he's like, it's kind of boring, Dad. I was like, boring? He's like, yeah. He's like, those kids, they can't keep up with me. He's like, I need to wrestle the bigger kids. And I was like, you know what, son? I was thinking the same thing. I'll have a talk with your coach next week. He's like, okay, Dad. And that was it. So, yeah, my son is, as I kind of expected, because of the fact that I forced my son into still wrestling last year, right, with all the COVID stuff. My son is far over and above his competition in the school that shut down for a year. And I'm going to try and get the coach to have him wrestle some of the 8-year-olds, 8 and 9-year-olds, like even if there's a size difference, I don't care because like
it'll just make him better. He may lose some.
Yeah, but then when he goes up and wrestles kids that are actually his size,
Yeah.
he's just going to dominate.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so that's, I mean, nothing too crazy, but that's my kid's corner for the week. I could also talk about him scoring. We had a scrimmage.
I got a goal.
And he scored a goal in the scrimmage. He was
right.
one of the 2 goals that we scored in the scrimmage.
Stepping up your team there.
No. As I've told you before, and I think I talked about before,
you did, yes.
We have a lot of very young kids, okay? The U8 is supposed to be 6 through 8-year-olds.
Yeah.
However, now they changed it, and now if you're in the year where you turn 8, you go to U10. I don't know if that was because there was enough kids or what the deal was. So really, it's 5 through 7-year-olds. And Roman is one of the biggest, fastest, strongest kids out there. And when he tries, it's just like a no contest. So, you know, I out of my 11 kids, I got 3 that are, I got to build around those 3. I got to be very strategic in my my lineups. Okay. I got to make sure I move those kids around.
Have 2 of the 3 on the field at all times.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I might have another 4 or 5, you know, but I'm still analyzing the team, but definitely 3, maybe 4 or 5. But that's less than 50% of my kids that are and I'm not talking about like 50% of my kids that I think will be competitive and score goals. I'm talking 50% of my kids that won't stand and just let the ball with me screaming at someone, go get the ball. Yeah,
we're talking big green here.
I literally have 50% of my kids that at this point, I'm not even confident because our first game's on Friday. Mm-hmm. I'm not even confident when I put them out there that they are going to have any clue of what the hell they're doing. 2 practices. I had 2 practices. I had 3, but 1 was canceled due to rain. Mm-hmm. I had 2 practices to get like 5-year-olds to learn how to play soccer. And some of these kids are like 5 going on 6 or just turned 6.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're asking a lot of us coaches this year.
You want Grayson?
Grayson will probably be pretty good. He's huge.
He's 5.
As long as I could get him to go after the ball,
he'll go after.
You think some of these kids, you look at him, like,
no,
they're
going to
go after him, and then
remember he played.
Did he? Okay. Well,
when he was 3 and 4, he played, so he has a little bit of an understanding.
Man, I'd take anything right about
He just doesn't like their soccer running. He'd much rather play other sports rather than consistent back and forth.
Especially when it's 90 degrees
outside. Right.
But anyways, that's my kids' corner.
Well, I was trying to drag this on because of the Jameson bottle sitting in front of us, but I guess we've come to that end point, guys.
Hey, we didn't do our 30-minute shot.
Hold on. I got to get prepared.
I'm already prepared. I have a can of soda.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. I'm going to stick to the fact that on the way down, it's not bad. But then it like hits your stomach, and then there's just this burning sensation that comes back up.
That honestly is probably the first one that's giving me that instant gag reaction.
It'd be better like on ice, bro.
Oh, jeez.
As most whiskeys are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Better on ice. All right, guys. Well, this was episode 24.
I can't talk.
Deuces.
Deuces.
We'll see you next week.